time now, laptop. Hello, hello. Welcome back to our dear friend, Alan Wake. And damn, he's in a bit of a bind. Episode 5. I believe we're on. I hope if I continue game, it will pick us back up to the previously on, where we left it. It ran through an update, so I lost my little... I don't know what it's called. My last session. My cached session. I'm not sure. Hopefully we'll get right back in there. And welcome back.
Previously on Alan Wake. Under the influence of the Dark Presence, I wrote a horror story that is coming true. Jagger had been my editor, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. Some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story.
Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. The lake,
No, Emil.
The works of art created here.
We won't be doing that.
My mom gave me this old light switch.
The clicker.
Alice is being kept in a dark prison. I need to find Cynthia Weaver to
That's
fix
gonna
this.
come back into play.
You're gonna pay for it.
Listen here, James Joyce.
Well, we're
It's
expecting
your
a
fault,
crowd of
Stephen
neighboring
King.
parties. Naturally, we hope to break the record set by last year's Moose Fest in our neighboring town, Waterloo.
I don't blame you,
Ladies
Agent
and gentlemen,
Nightmare.
some
It's
people
okay.
have asked me, what's the big deal about Deer Fest? And I think that
What's
this
the big deal about
sums it up.
Deerfest? Well,
It's about
where do I begin?
and community. We've got a great party coming up. Let's try to hold it in until tomorrow and get through the night in one piece, all right?
Seems our little drinking bender, our little it's moonshine time, has ended us in jail.
When the time is right, Thomas said so.
Probably for the best.
The key is insurance. It's my job to keep it safe. Safe in the light. Always in the light.
Best cupcakes in the Pacific Northwest, or just in Pacific
All
Northwest.
the manuscript pages
Yeah.
were gone. The FBI agent had taken them.
I think
Hey, Barry.
my tongue just took a crap in my mouth. Ugh.
That sounds unpleasant.
Wait, we're in jail now? Ow.
That's
This
fine.
is not good.
I've been in jail before,
That about
Barry.
sums it up.
Aw, my shoes. They're fine suede, please.
I am never drinking again.
I need to talk to Weaver. She's the one in the song. The Lady of the Light.
Find the lady of the light,
Whatever you
gone
say,
mad
Al,
in
but we're
the
stuck here.
night.
They're not
You haven't
gonna...
even interviewed Wake.
I had some reading
Sorry,
to do
Barry.
first, Sheriff, and let me tell
Oh,
you,
hey, guys.
it was an interesting
Sarah,
read.
good to see you.
Well,
Nightingale.
got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy
Ouch.
to murder a federal agent. There's no way you're walking out of here. You hear me in there, Bret Easton Ellis? Huh?
Agent Nightingale, I want to
Now, let's not be cruel.
Well, we all want things, Sheriff.
Let's not bring
I
Bret
wanted
Easton
my-
Ellis into this.
Look, that's not possible right now.
Agent Nightingale, I insist.
Oh, you're gonna die. Sorry to tell you. Not you, Sarah. You're gonna be fine.
Wake,
I'm getting the memories
Lady, are
again.
you stupid? It's a trick.
Oh,
it's an obvious
plagued.
trick.
Okay, I've
Yes,
had
the
enough of
memories.
this crap. Wake, I'm gonna trust you with this.
You're joking.
Agent
Thank you, Sarah.
Nightingale, your opinion would matter more if you were sober and if I actually believed you were here on official
If you did not
business.
reek of gin.
Whoa! Get back in the cell, Stephen King. The only way you're leaving this place is
There it
over
is.
my dead. Wait a minute.
Deal accepted.
I know.
Shall we leave this place?
God.
God, I love this game. Hello, it's so nice to see you guys there. They've been speaking. I've been trying to catch up to the chat. Hi. Pleasure to wake with you all. It has been far too long. I hope you guys have been doing all right. And good morning, good morning. That sounds like a Seinfeld opening line. What's the deal with Deerfest? That was not a good Seinfeld impression. Yeah, I gotta get, like, lower and higher? That's weird. Why do I have to be both? What's the deal with Deer? No, that's too high. We'll figure it out.
Light. We need light. It's the only way to fight this thing.
In my office.
Can I have that?
I've got your things there. Follow me.
Now, can I have
Oh,
that first?
man.
I'm scared.
We're sitting
I'm
ducks
really
with the
scared.
lights
Barry,
out.
hold me.
Stay
Hold me.
cool.
Where's the
I
button
can
to
get the
hold me?
emergency power on.
Is it X? next to hold me? Please, I'm begging. Alright, what do we got? What did we write?
Tried to make sense of the manuscript. It was disjointed and strange. He didn't understand
Like his nose.
It, but it all rang true.
Like his nose.
Impossibly true. He took out his hip
Like his...
flask when he reached the page that described how he reached the page that made him take out his hip flask. It wasn't the booze that made his mind reel.
Yeah. We're all in it together. We're making reality up as we go along. Sorry, Nightingale, it's a little confusing, but you'll get the hang of it. It's nice that I'm not crazy and alone. Now everyone has to deal with it.
Felt the situation veering out of his control, but the gun at least felt steady in his hands. He was ready.
That was the only thing that would compensate for how wildly weak he felt inside.
And yet he hesitated. He had seen this moment before, read it in the page. He was transfixed by the déjà vu and the horror that he was a character in a story someone had written. Then the monstrous presence burst in behind him and dragged him into the night.
Ah, bye forever, Nightingale. It was nice to see you. I'm seeing that How to Do Seinfeld. Just do Larry David and yell. Yeah, that makes sense. Those are the exact same thing. Questionably so. Larry David, do you deserve all the credit for this? Well, we'll talk about it later, Jerry. Hey, Sarah. To your office, then? Should we check for coffee first? Yes. Yes, we should. Sarah, look what I found. You walked right past it. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm your junior deputy. Already got a flare. I am way ahead of the game. Thanks, nosiness. Alright, Barry, come on. To the office. Follow me. Take my hand. Take my hand, Barry. Oh, God, it's just like Guardians of the Galaxy all over again. Sarah, maybe the other way. There you go. You figured out how it works. Hello, good morning all. So nice to see so many of you here so early. I'm sorry to wake you up so early, is what I'm trying to say.
Here are your things. Wake, what do I need to know?
Your door frame looks dirty. Sarah, pass me a Lysol wipe. Not a sponsor.
They can be hurt in the light, only in the light. And I need to find Cynthia Weaver. She can help me stop this.
Light.
Thanks, Sarah.
Cynthia,
I feel better now.
She lives in the old decommissioned power plant. I can get you there pretty quickly.
And
in
a
the
pump
rescue.
action.
Come on, let's get back to your friend.
A chopper? Are you sure? Last time I saw a chopper in this game,
Wheeler,
see, it
I need you
didn't...
to stay here.
The blades, and the interaction with the sentient darkness, sort of friction situation, and...
I need your help.
Well, okay.
Here's a list of people and phone numbers. I need you to call them and tell them you have a message from me. Night Springs, okay? They'll know what to do.
I love this part.
Night Springs? Like the TV show? Gotcha.
So she's telling Barry, here's a list of people that she keeps in case of emergencies. Here's a list of people to contact and give them the code word Night Springs. We now know that's the Bright Falls town code word for an AWE is happening. Get Frank Breaker, Sarah Breaker's father, on the phone and get the FBC involved immediately. So I didn't know about this until our most recent playthrough of the original version, the non-remastered version. Pardon me as I wrestle my sleeves. That you can stay at this part. I always like, yes, follow the game, do the game objectives, and I run out of the room with Sarah, but you can stay and listen to all the phone calls Barry makes, and there's some kind of cool information in there. We did do it last time, so you can see it there, but I'm gonna do it again. I mean, who am I kidding?
On the list. Maine. Who's Frank Breaker? He related to you?
My dad.
Hey,
Yes.
Is this like a secret society?
Can you do this?
Yes.
You'll be safe here. The backup power's on. These guys need to be alert.
And I love
just in
secret
case we don't
societies.
come back.
You'll come back for me though, right?
The good ones,
As
not
soon as we
the
get the
terrible
chopper ready.
ones.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Wheeler. I owe you one. Okay, let's go, Wake.
So Sarah might be a little upset at me here, but I'm just gonna let her stand and shine at me.
My
Only
hangover wants
listen
you
to
to shut
Barry
up and get to work.
for just a minute.
Hello, Mr.
It'll be
Breaker.
over soon.
This is
I
Barry
promise.
Wheeler.
Yeah, I know it's late, but listen, the sheriff, Sarah, asked me to tell you something. She says Night Springs, okay? So I guess she... Yes, sir. Okay, No, she's
Oh,
okay.
Frank knows
She's
what
just
that
busy,
means.
so she asked me to...
He's on it.
Oh, no. Actually, I'm a literary agent, sir. I'm just helping her out because she's busy right now. Well, the one you'd most likely be...
Adjust our
familiar with is
camera
Alan Wake.
angles while we have a moment.
You're kidding.
Don't mention me.
Well, I'm
Don't
glad
bring
to
me
hear
into
that,
this.
Sir. I'll tell Al you said that. That's really nice. But listen, I really need to make some more calls here. You got the message, right? Yeah, that's right. Okay,
The secret
thanks,
message?
sir. Bye now. Hey, the sheriff's dad is a big fan, Al. Said you're the best thing to happen
So
to
if you
crime
stay
fiction
around,
since
he talks
James
to you, too.
Ellroy. I think he was a little drunk, though.
Well, he would have to be, for a reference like that. Who's next
Hello?
on the list?
This is Barry Wheeler. I'm calling on behalf of the sheriff. Sarah says Night Springs. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
My attention is politely provided.
Hello?
I'm so sorry. Did I
Hi,
miss?
Barry Wheeler.
Did I miss
I have a
something?
message from Sarah. Night
Scrolling.
Springs. Okay? Bye now. Hello, ma'am. Sorry to bother you. Barry Wheeler calling for...
There we
Sheriff
go.
Breaker.
Can we
Nice
sing to
meeting
lock?
you.
I see it. I'm so sorry. I missed.
Wheeler?
For a birthday situation? Oh, Locke. Sit down in the chair. Sit down in the chair. Hold the chain. Get ready. Don't pull the chain yet. That would spoil my feather boa. Ahem. Happy birthday to you. Shh. Wait for it. This is where the tension builds. Happy birthday to you. Taste all that? Taste that delicious tension there? It would have been lost had I not paused. Happy birthday, dear Locke. Jiggle the right ear cup. Happy birthday to you. All right, now you can pull the chain. Go for it, my friend. It's all about you, buddy. I'm so sorry. Thank you for getting my attention there. I thought I saw something else. One moment. There was a question that said, I've never really experienced this game. Hi, welcome. It's great. Yes, you should play it if at all possible. This is the best way to do so. It looks stunning. The lighting effects. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I would literally put it in like the top 3, top 5 games of all time. So yeah, if you have time, if you can get around to it.
Yes, but the sheriff asked me to...
So I haven't been paying attention to who he's speaking to. That was what I was trying to figure out this time, but...
yeah, I think...
Sorry,
it's gonna take a
Sarah.
while
I'll
now.
be right
You better
there.
get Going.
Never.
Ma'am, yeah, but...
Oh, thank you very much for the gift subs. That is so kind. Gifting on your birthday.
Please,
Is that how this works?
But the sheriff...
I'm gonna have to give you a charitable refund now. So, as a gift.
But ma'am, I'm supposed to...
That is so kind of you.
Ma'am, just
So at
hear
some point,
me.
I know he gets into a endless stream. I think this might be it, hilariously. Where he's just trying to get a word in edgewise, and he never can. And until you leave,
said-
he never will. But I'm really glad there's that little phone call in there. That has always been in there. He actually talks to Frank Breaker even way, way back in the 360 version. And it wasn't until, I don't even know how many years later, 12? 10 years later, that we know who Frank Breaker actually is and why that code phrase was important. So I love that part. Now we can follow Sarah. Sorry for the delay. To the cell area. I don't feel comfortable. I'd like some padded
The sheriff...
overalls first. Okay, fine, we'll go. Just turned off the lights after we... Well, that's rude. I thought we were going to get to go back into our room. No manuscript pages. Maybe we can find some pieces of Agent Nightingale.
Oh,
No?
hell.
No pieces?
Whoever took Nightingale must have broken the gate
Sticky.
controls. We can't reach the gate's control box from here. We need to get to the other side over the rooftop.
I'll go. I'll open
Okay.
the gate for you once I'm across. You stay here.
I see a ladder over there. I'll try to get to it. I don't think I can jump up there. Anyone have extra coffee for me? Coffee in the ambulance. This coffee is reserved for town employees, of which I am now one. Alright. Little cameo of the kidnapper's truck. Always
I
fun.
needed to reach the rooftop to get to the other side of the broken gate.
I understand. I'm taking my sweet time, but I understand. There's the old Deerfest. That's not how you say it. Deerfest Parade Float. Or the Deerfest Parade Float. Or however you want to say it. Really, it's fine. Have you munched on salt yet? Otherwise you'll be around for a while now. I have not yet munched on salt. And if you're going to be around, I mean, I don't know if this is more of like a punishment thing. Should I be punished for this? Or is this... will this be pleasant for me? Svensk Javla. Is that at all correct? Svensk Javla. Something like that. Is it a punishment? I mean... ... It's pleasant for me. It's pleasant for a Swedish person of a brilliantly strong constitution who's been snacking on salt their entire life. Oh no. I've read very little about this, but it is supposedly, like, known to be the saltiest of licorices. I'm not sure if you can quite see it here. Let me check my feed. Yes. Svenskjavla. It says on the bottle here, avoiding making sense, since 2014. So I don't know what this is going to taste like. If it's going to taste like the lack of all reason inside my cranium, that sounds pretty exciting. I'm not sure how I'm going to get back to the mission objectives after I've lost my cranium, but everyone non-Swedish who has tried this kind of licorice on camera has spat it out. Oh, that's terrible. How rude. I will try to avoid that outcome. So, the other thing that I read about this, let me pull out a piece so you can see just how desperately covered in salt it is. Can you see? If it will focus. It has like patches of salt on it because it is made, covered in salt, and then it's left to sort of ferment in the sun or something for like 2 days after the salt coating is on it. It looks thick. It looks like Cheeto dust has gone way, way too far. And the other thing that's curious about it to me is that it's not like direct salt as I understand it, sodium chloride. It is ammonium chloride or ammonia chloride, something like that, which is a completely different substance that is even saltier, quote unquote. So I don't know what this is gonna taste like. So yes, 2 days aged, a special type of salt. This isn't your traditional. Okay, I've rambled. I understand. The whole thing, that's the question. The whole thing in the mouth. Should I take a bite? Should I take half? I have no experience with this sort of thing. So maybe I should take a half bite. Okay. All in. Be brave. This is for you guys then. Ammonium chloride. My first encounter. I'm going to move this just slightly. I'm Also going to see if I can increase the brightness. Yeah, there we go. Just a little. Okay, sorry. Here we go. What? 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 It's so salty. It's sour. It's electric. It tastes like my tongue is inside of a pizza oven. In every possible way. A malfunctioning pizza oven. We're gonna need an electrician in here. That is intense. And yeah, the idea behind this, oh man. Excuse me, it's making my nose run. The idea behind this is you're supposed to eat the entire jar. There's probably like 20, 25 pieces. In 5 minutes is the actual challenge. Oh, goodness me. So sorry, I'm not going to spit this out, but I need to blow my nose. 1 second. Due pardon, so sorry. Oh. It is so interesting, though. It's like, for years I've been looking for a sour warhead or something that might be sour still. At this point, all warheads and most, like, hot pepper things are no longer extremely thrilling. They're still thrilling. It's fine. I'm gonna move this to the other side of my mouth. But it's like, this is new. This is a novel thing to my taste buds. And I'm a little bit impressed. I'm also horrified, but a little bit impressed. So yeah, I don't think I could eat 25 pieces of this in 5 minutes. I'm trying to eat this one piece in 5 minutes. But I think I'm past the most powerful coating of ammonium chloride there. Wow. Thank you very much for my extreme experience gift. I do appreciate it. I will have to keep these around, and we'll figure out a way to utilize them if I'm going to chicken out of the challenge. Which it seems quite clear that I'm chickening out of the challenge. But I could get a taste for these. Just because of the fun of it. There are a couple in here that have more coating, more salty coating on the outside. So we may have to try one of those later. So sorry. Let me try to digest this as we stroll along the rooftops here. Thank you for dealing with my mouth clicks. That is so weird. It's like your body, to a non-Swedish person, with a poor, pitiful constitution, your body completely rejects the concept of that as soon as you have it in your mouth. And it's like, okay, we're gonna get out of this. We're gonna say no to this. And it's like, nope. We're gonna say yes. It's a strange mental struggle. I did not want to spit it out at any point, though. I can't get over the mental trick of it, though, that it's so salty, my brain is like trying to figure out what food it is. Which is why I think I keep getting weird pizza oven sensations. Oh, I'm not doing this bird battle well. Come on, birds. I always want you to flare, birds. That's why they give you flares ahead of time at all bird encounters, but I don't like to flare birds. That seems cruel. I'm still working on this one piece. Do pardon me. I think we're finally through it. Okay, so to run, I've briefly forgotten. It's that button. Alright. I'm coming, Sarah. Sorry, I got
Sarah.
real salty there. It took me a
Night
while.
Springs? What's that all about?
It's a stupid joke we have. That Night Falls is the original inspiration for the TV show. This town can get weird at times. Never this weird, though.
That's one of the things I'm still curious about. They mention, much like how Alan... I don't think we've really gotten into this. We will this episode, but it's a little bit of a spoiler alert. I'm sorry. We'll talk about how Alan and Thomas are sort of stuck within each other. It's a chicken and egg situation. It's not the way to phrase it. But they're like I always describe it as an Ouroboros, a snake eating its own tail. Which came first, Alan or Thomas Zane? And can either one of them exist without the other? Night Springs is sort of a similar thing to that, but for the town of Bright Falls. Did Night Springs already exist? And it has similarities to Bright Falls? We know that Night Springs, at some point in the timeline, I'm not sure if it was always this way, but at some point in the timeline, Night Springs became a project of the FBC. And they were actually slipping out real AWE events inside these fictionalized radio formats to prepare the public for later declassifications, or even as social experiments to just think, like, what would someone do with this information? That there is, let's say, a sentient, murderous fondue pot, or whatever it happens to be. And so it's like Night Springs is a science experiment and a social experiment conducted by the FBC, in addition to, at one point, being an entertainment show. But who originally made the show, and what was it truly based off of, is a question I think we haven't really found the answer to yet.
What am I, an electrician? Hold on.
Yeah, you'll figure it out. Apparently you just mash A is all. Ah!
Good job.
I was too confident.
Stick close. Our first stop is the town hall. The keys to the chopper are there.
Okay, but you're gonna have to use that shotgun a lot, and I'm not gonna be much help at all. Deal? Oh good, now I can be more help. I'm full of revolver ammo. Must be something delicious down here. There it is. Yummy. Alright. Nothing to do with the creepy van moving along. I do have, speaking of licorice that has been sent along. Let me try not to mess up my camera here. Stop it, you camera. This is the other kind that I was given. Junglevral, which is less salty, I do believe. I actually did pop this open the other day and tried a piece. And I enjoy it greatly. Let's have one of these, too. It's more of just an everyday snacking licorice, less of a challenge. Still a nice amount of salt. A nice coating. But this one goes away almost instantly as soon as it touches your tongue, and then you're left with a nice hard licorice chunk. I like it. I could definitely get used to that salty licorice kick. Alright, this is officially a poltergeist. Let's take it out before it re-emerges into our lives suddenly. Alright, sorry, Sarah. Those got him. Thanks, Sarah. You are such a champion. He says while being attacked. Thank you, Sarah. You are such a champion. There we go. That is really good.
Look out!
I like how it never gets tremendously sweet. It's always just that hint of licorice sweetness. Well, here they come. Walking down the street, I get the funniest looks from. Alright. Finally helping Sarah with my own bullets. Been trying to conserve them, but that's not working out for my health so well. Let's check down this way real quick.
Over here, Wake! The chopper's in the other direction!
Yeah. Coffee. I love that the collectible in this is actually something you would go out of your way for. Ignore all your friends, leave them to danger, run across town just to get a quick coffee. It's completely understandable. This often seems to poltergeist itself to the point where I think it might be like a OOP, let's call it. The Deerfest parade float must have sucked up enough darkness power by now to develop special abilities. Alright, get rid of that flare gun. Let's load the pump. There you go. Oh, that's a nice fully loaded pump. If I have any mortal enemies, I can give them the rest of the Svenskjavla and say it's chocolate. Ah. I can't even imagine not being prepared for it. That would be an entirely different experience. You're like, oh, chocolate, yummy. Alright, one more load or secret cache this way.
This was Bright Falls industrial area. There was probably a cannery nearby.
Pretty sure you get ambushed here. Looking forward to that. You getting ambushed back there, Sarah? Allow me to help. Oh, yeah. I thought she said something very different there. She, in fact, said, fight them off. But I thought she got really angry. Oh, you're all so proud of your matching Gordon's fisherman outfits, aren't you? Well, that's fair. They are stunning. sweaters. Ah, I really like it. Sarah, are you still here, Sarah? Have I lost you? Got him. Don't worry, Sarah. I'll take care of it. Typical police response times. Alright. It's a lovely little spot. With the mist rolling in under the solemn moonlight. Thank you very much for dealing with all of my licorice mouth noises throughout this. I do appreciate it. Oh, there are videos on YouTube where people have no idea what they're in for. I would definitely be curious to see. I would like to see some human suffering. Yes, please. Post it in my Discord. Alright. Where did you go, Sarah? Did you just completely abandon me to my fate? Or have I done that to you? Is it the vices verses? $50% off. I can't pass that up. Never mind. I think I can. It looks a little dirty in there. But $3 nachos. Never mind. I can definitely not pass this up. Time for cupcakes? Anyone? Cupcakes? Ouch, my ankle. So sorry to keep wasting time down alleyways here. I'll make sure we're well stocked. Sarah! Sarah, I'm scared. Police! I'd like to report a crime.
Shooting!
I'd like to report that I attempted to murder these guys. But I couldn't do it and I needed your help. Quickly into the diner. Quick like a bunny. Ooh, my favorite kind of flashlight. Thank you. Ooh, my favorite kind of soup bowl. Thank you.
I'm gonna want explanations, you know. For example, what the hell happened to Rose? She's seriously messed up
Can
now.
I
The
get
same
you some
thing
coffee?
I think happened to me after I arrived.
During this week, you can't remember?
Oh, I remember now.
I forgot to tell you that. I went back to the cabin, I touched the water, and it got, all my memories back. So, if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them for you. No? No questions? Wow, that's surprising. This must be the time. I know during the first session I was mentioning there's an achievement for playing lime in the coconut twice. I didn't know if you had to do it during that opening section. This must be the time. Let's try. I said, Doctor. Just checking. There it is. Drink 'em both up. Thanks, achievement. You put the lime into coconut twice. Bathrooms are closed, but we did find a secret page. Barry in the
Barry was
sheriff's
his
station.
element, making calls, making things happen, even if he didn't entirely know what those things were. He wouldn't let the hot sheriff chick down. Even if any noise he heard from outside, and he heard
That's
phone
how
ringing,
Barry would describe it.
He'd only paused to text Al a message, told him to hurry up. Suddenly, Barry froze in mid-dial. A window broke somewhere in the building, and then the lights went out.
Ah, Mike is chirping. I'm so sorry. Thank you for letting me know. I will pull it. We'll try. Please don't stop my whole stream. Is that any better? So very sorry. Thank you for telling me. Darn Mike acting up again. Perfect. Alright. Thank you so much. So sorry about that. It's been a while since we've been attacked. Probably about due. Alright, once again, Sarah, I'm sorry. I feel like this is our one big scene together, and you're finding it very difficult to work with me because I keep looking for coffee thermoses everywhere we go. And I understand it's getting quite old. Follow. Okay. Not to be so creepy about it, but yeah. Is that me? That was me. I'm sorry, Sarah. I have an itchy trigger finger, and I happened to equip a flare gun. I thought I had the revolver out and was just going to take a quick pot shot at him. I did not. Oh. Ambushing me in the toilets when I'm at my most vulnerable. This would be a good spot for that flare gun. Yikes. I'll help. Just a little, though. Only 2 shells worth. Alright. Checkpoint. We are fighting our way down towards the town hall, I believe, to try to find the chopper keys. We should be getting there. Yes, Wind? Can I help you? Creepy. Those can pyramids.
Wake, over here! There's light!
Is there? I don't see it. I think you're leading me to die. Sacrificing me to the Taken for your own selfish ends. Are you gonna open it, or? No?
It's an
No,
ambush.
okay.
Hitting us!
Stay back. Stay back. Stay back. Running, running, running. Get him. Get him in the face. Alright. Whew. Oh, Chainsaw Man. Hey, buddy. I'm just gonna point this at you. Hold still. That didn't work. I wish it had. It's got too much light shield. Or darkness shield. Got him. Alright, there's probably something to pick up out here. Let's go check.
Let's go, Wake.
Where are you, pick-upables? I smell you on the breeze. Yummy. Extra flare gun ammo. I'll happily take it to replace my wasted one. Alright, through the backyard. Thanks for unlocking this, Sarah. I sure appreciate that. Coffee. Don't think there's anything there. Inside.
Okay, someone's
looks
messed with
safe.
the fuse box here, but you should be able to jury rig it while I find the keys.
I already got
You sure about
electrocuted
that?
once today. How about I look for the keys and you get burned for a change?
Fine. They should be in the clerk's
It's very
office on the
gentlemanly
other
of
side
me.
the building near the main entrance.
I don't want to do that. You figure it out. I'm Alan Wake, famous writer. So much creaking. Please stop creaking. The dark presence set back.
The darkness that wore
That's what
upon
I like to
Jagger's
hear.
face was furious. The story
Good.
on manuscript had been making it stronger all the time, but now the light had set the writer free and hurt it, weakened it. It was only a matter of days before the dark presence would be strong again. But meanwhile, it would be difficult to recapture the writer.
I hope so. I'm trying to make it. I'm going in a serpentine pattern. Specifically for that
The
reason.
keys aren't upstairs, Wake.
I'm just
I
gonna
know,
take
but there's a
quick look.
TV. And I haven't seen my stories. So, hold on.
Freedom,
Night Springs.
a fusion of vigilance, conscience, and uncompromising clarity of vision. A need so fundamental, it permeates our very being. And yet, a man may be brought to his knees in a single heartbeat. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, Taken in his prime.
Taken.
For young Manny, the night hasn't been kind. He's a marked man, selected for a lifetime of servitude after answering an ad in the newspaper. But first, a little field surgery is required.
That sounds painful.
Well, look what I found.
Please, no!
Yeah, I think you're just about ready for it.
No, I'm not.
Resist this, kid. We gotta beat it out of you.
What? I don't
My fuel injector lines aren't even primed. Ah.
industry. Wow, you're gonna serve all right.
I don't like where this is going.
Please.
There it is. It's coming out now. Right between the self-esteem and the childhood traumas.
What are you doing to me? It's Bourbon. There, I got it. Believe me, kid, this free will thing is more trouble than it's worth.
Much like the childhood dramas. Oh, God, these are just more trouble than they're worth.
Oh, nothing for you to worry about, Manny.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
We'll tell you all about that. Don't you worry.
Another vacant worker ant, birthed in fury and violence for the pleasure and convenience of ruthless and malicious men.
Wow, what a sentence. Another vacant worker ant birthed in fury and violence. I love it. This is one of my favorite spots in the original Alan Wake because it looks like a room from Control. Even though it is not. It appears to be. Alright, headed for the helicopter keys. Your patience is that of a saint, Sarah Breaker.
The message was from Barry. He was getting worried at the station. He
We
wanted
read
us to
about
hurry.
this. Alright. Hi. Goodbye. Hunting rifle, sure. A little bit more powerful. Plenty of ammo for it, and no keys. Alright. Little coffee in the kitchenette, which also has a wicker bench for your tired bottom. So you enjoy. Why does that seem like it's going to be troublesome? Ah, shards of glass all in my Allen hands. I need those for penmanship. It's so dark. So dark, Alan. Why haven't you developed night vision yet? Your eyes. They disappoint me. Well, this looks huge. Gladly. Also kind of feels like it spawned some new footsteps outside. Maybe I'm imagining things. Maybe I'm imagining things. Helicopter key. There we go. That's the one we need. Just checking if there's anything else here. Doesn't seem to be. Grabbing the key.
Okay, Sheriff. I got the keys.
Oh, Sarah. I enjoy our time together.
Barry?
Why isn't he inside?
Oh, God.
Hey, Bear.
Oh, God.
Did it, get a little poltergeisty?
Barry! Look out!
Yeah.
Barry, move!
I'm sure he made it.
Barry!
I'm sure it's fine.
Wake. He's okay.
Yeah, thanks, Sarah. I needed to hear that. Okay.
The storefront's blocked. Come on, Wake. Let's go around. We can meet him in
Barry! I love you, Barry.
Barry? Barry!
Just know that.
Can you hear me? Are you okay in there?
Yeah, I'm cool. Don't worry. I'll find another way out and meet you two out back.
Are you sure?
I'm fine. Besides, there's all sorts of useful stuff in here.
You revealed your position.
I didn't touch that. I wasn't anywhere near that.
It wasn't a taken, it was just petty vandalism. I'll be right there, Barry. Hang on. Alright, we just came out of the town hall. She's headed through the park. Check this way real quick. Any goodies? No? Just death? Instant death. Okay. That's fair. Into the park, then. Park entrance. Hi, Sarah. Well, this is just a crying shame, really. But lovely craftsmanship. It's not recorded when Bright Falls was first formed as a nameless trading something behind my broadcast bar. It became a town where the Bright Falls Mining Company started to operate nearby in 1878. It was then that Hubert Biltmore, a fur trapper, and Amos Gunderson, a pioneer from Tacoma, decided to build a post office, saloon, and hotel. They would run around, switching various colors of mustache on themselves, pretending to operate it. And they all operated from the same building. It was through the efforts of these two men that Bright Falls became the permanent and thriving town it is today. A town built off of mustache deception. No good can come from this. Don't need a hunting rifle equipped for this, necessarily. It has been a while since I've taken a bath. I suppose I should partake while we're here. Just a little behind the ears, maybe. Alan? Something to think about?
We can make it through the bookstore. Wheeler should be waiting for us in the backyard.
Keep the hell down or I'll call the sheriff.
Oh, hey, Doc.
Oh, hi, Doc. I've got it. Don't worry about it.
Sarah, about time somebody showed up. All this shooting in the air is idiotic. One of these days they'll kill somebody. And over Deerfest.
I know.
Of all things, Deerfest.
Look,
Sickens me.
take this.
It's me they want.
Do you have any
The sooner I
coffee
get
in
out
there,
of here, the
Doc?
sooner
I
you
don't
can all get
suppose
back to life
you're
as usual.
open and have coffee.
You're right. Come
No?
on, let me get this door open.
Alright, not seeing anything down here. Be right in, Sarah. I gotta ride in the fire truck while I have the chance. Wee-oo, wee-oo. Childhood dream fulfilled. Thank you. Thank you for humoring me. Alright, into the bookstore, where it seems they're stocking my latest thriller novel. If you haven't picked up a copy, I mean, this is me fighting for my life. This isn't an advertisement for novels, but pretty good stuff if you're looking for a book to read. I'd suggest it.
They're really taking advantage of your presence here, Wake. I heard they're selling a lot of your Alex Casey books.
Right now, I'm not a big fan of my own writing.
That's my default state. Alright, nothing up here? Are you sure? That would be just so sad. I would be depressed and, I don't know, harangued by guilt if there was nothing up here. I'm so harangued now, okay? Fine. Headed back down. Cynthia's work.
Cynthia Weaver worked hard, following her obsessive rituals, sometimes fighting them, always
Thank
giving
God
in the end.
for Cynthia Weaver.
She haunted the halls of Bright Falls abandoned power plant. She marked her caches with light-sensitive paint that could only be seen by eyes that had been touched by darkness and saved by light like she'd been. She was preparing defenses and supply lines for the war she knew would come. The war between the forces of light and darkness.
That's the manuscript page that always makes me think Cynthia's the one who put the light paint, like the reflective paint, and caches of batteries everywhere. She kind of must be the one doing it.
I don't see Barry.
Though it's interesting that it's Thomas who's placing the pages. That's where I always get confused. And it's also weird that Thomas breathes at Cynthia's caches. Like, I don't know why that happens. Yeah, that'll mark. And this one too, while we're at it. Alright. So, go to the church, which is out that way. Oh, good. An even creepier part of the park. Hey, now. I did not allow you into my personal bubble of space. Bye forever. Shouldn't just leave black coffee on the sand pit for the children to sip. That's not necessarily heart healthy at that age. Ladies first, because I'm scared. Lots of ammo. I think we already have one of those. They're just giving you another opportunity in case you missed it. Very generous of them. Church event schedule. Well, Sunday school, you'll never guess when that's held. Bible study, most Mondays, when we feel like it. The Bright Falls Knitting Club, alternate Wednesday evenings. Alternate Wednesday evenings. We need once a week for Knitting Club. It's important. Every other event on here, including the annual charity bake sale, has a set night. So I will not stand for this. Quick look back here before things get messy. Oh, are they gonna get messy? Hooray.
Barry got back to his feet inside the Bright Falls General Store and dusted himself off.
Good. He's fine.
Right next to the cans of baked beans was a locked case filled with flare guns. And yet here was a conveniently placed barrel of crowbars. Barry's smile widened as he realized that this was the classic movie
all
scene where the hero
crowbars.
had to gear up and arm himself to the teeth. Barry threw himself into the role.
I love those scenes. That's my favorite part. The church schedule. My eyes, they're burning. Ah! I can't even imagine what's going to happen when I step through the doorway, breaking the seal of the church with my evil incarnate. Alright, last little restock check, then it's about to get real exciting. Oh, so many different kinds of death that I'm going to perform. Alright, Sarah, I'm ready. I'm ready to perform. Concealed firearms are strictly prohibited. I hope you'll understand.
Pastor Howard a piece of my mind about this lock. Ugh, I told him to get it windy.
Sarah, it's getting windy. We're going to die here. Unless I perform admirably. We both know the chances of that are low, so I hope you had a good life, Sarah. Get him. Get behind the pole. Ah, you're so good at that. Thank you. Thank you and your unlimited ammo. It's time for the stage show. Oh, he's one of those fasties. You know the ones. 2 of them. Good for me. He's behind me, because he's so fasty.
Right there. Look out, Wake.
I sure hope my health starts recharging at some point. Alright, just the 2 of them. I'm gonna get to a more open area. Alright. Fast battery. At least I'd hoped. Maybe we need one more. Got him. Good job. Teamwork. Alright, that it? No chainsaw? Speak now. Forever hold that chainsaw.
Okay, it's open. Let's go, Wake.
After you. Oh. I didn't know I could command NPCs like that.
Wow.
We keep them lit all night long on the night before Deerfest.
It's lovely in here, despite the burning.
Well, it's tradition.
Which aisle is the good aisle with the coffee? None of them? Pew pew. Pew to all of you. The Dark Presence hunts Wake.
To be free, the Dark Presence needed the writer to finish the story. Again and again, the story let it get frustratingly close to the writer without letting it capture him. It was bound by the events depicted in the manuscript, but it could pursue the writer indirectly, put others on the task, and stop those who would help him.
Pollute
It
the
took over
mind of
everything
simple
in its path,
kidnappers.
made them its puppets, and sent them after Alan Wake.
Everything including small objects, yes. Alright, back to Revolver.
We're almost there. We'll have to go through the basement to get to the parking
Do we
lot.
have to go through the basement?
There's
Could
no way
we?
going through the crypt will turn out to be a bad
Ah. Is there any other way? Could we just go out this small window? Could we District B13 this, Sarah? Have you seen? Do you watch? No? I'm so looking forward to that little light bulb being on. Scripted event. It's not on anymore. so much darker down here than it used to be. I like it. But I also feel like I have to whisper.
You have the right.
Where are you hiding? Come on now. I'll let you handle it. Thanks, Sarah. Alright, we've got coffee. Yummy. We've got boilers. Less delicious, but still important. Balanced breakfast.
Did you call 911?
Barry, you absolute champion.
Saw the light.
Just saw a little flash of red and then boom.
You didn't like that one? A tough audience. Well, I got plenty more.
I can't wait to hear them.
What are the Christmas lights for?
Protection, man. Like garlic against vampires.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Vampires.
The helicopter's just across the parking lot and up the hill. Come on.
Alright. We've almost made it, guys. Let's get excited. Don't get overconfident, but just excited enough. No batteries, either. Check them. Check the there. No, okay. Up we go. Oh, I have not had enough coffee myself. My eyes, with all these dark, glowy ambiances, are starting to close.
My flaming eye of Mordor.
Yes.
I wish I
One
could say
does
that.
not simply walk.
Hey, I want a headlamp.
Last one.
Bastard.
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? Come on, take it off and give it to me. You have the Christmas lights. No, I want you to be safe, Barry. You keep it. I have guns. Alice trapped in the
Alice
dark.
had screamed until she had no voice left to scream. Around her, the darkness was alive. It was cold and wet and malevolent and without end. She was a prisoner, trapped in the dark place. The terror would have burned her mind out, but one thing made her hang on. She could sense Alan in the dark. She could hear him.
Writhing.
She could see the words he was writing as flickering shadows.
His saucy hip motions alluring her further on. Oh no, that's not what it says. I'm sorry. I'm writing a very different kind of novel here. It's always so nice to be with friends, especially when both of them are equipped with flare guns. Ah, a great time.
At your head and you're about to take a helicopter ride with someone who may or may not have a pilot's license or cleared for departure to Night Springs. No offense, Sheriff.
We've got a downed tree. You're going to want to alert highway services about that. Alright, this may be one of those infinite respawn areas. Let's try to get to some light. Hey! That's not very nice. Focus on chainsaw guy. Okay, you got chainsaw guy? Good job. Bright Falls Fire Department. Must be a page around here. I know there's one over by those lights somewhere. I feel like I'm missing something. Rather lovely to see the town from this angle, too. All the way from the diner across. I don't know what that red flashing is, but it must just be one of the buoys. Probably not important. Alright, last check.
The helicopter's just up ahead.
And it's helicopter
I'll need a while
time.
to prep for takeoff.
Don't take too long. I want to get out of here.
Nothing back there. Alright. There's our helicopter. I don't know where I'm thinking of that I thought there was a page. Like, where there are some lights like this. We'll have to find it. Now I've gotten too close to the helicopter and enacted the ambush. Oh. It's gonna be a rough one. She's getting angry.
Get ready, I'll hold them off.
All right. Okay. Oh, he's not ready yet. Yikes. All right. Second wave.
Try to stay alive, Wade. I'm skipping everything I dare.
All right. They've got a little flank action going on. That's their prerogative. You ready yet? Could we be ready now, or? Whew. So how about that being ready? Now? Alright, two guys over there. Is that it? Sounds pretty close to taking off. All right.
You better put an end to this.
Just
taking
gently
a big
after
chance
us.
on a local crazy lady, Al. I hope you're right about her, or we can kiss this town goodbye.
I hope you're right about this town, or we're gonna have to kiss Cynthia Weaver. Oh, nice. It says you made it through nightlife in Bright Falls without
I
dying.
hope you know how to deal with this, Wade.
Surprises me.
I guess you New Yorkers are used to rough situations like this.
Right.
Are
the
we?
city's a war
Is
zone.
that what we're
King
used to?
Kong, mutant alligators, and Alex Casey shoots the place up every weekend. Look, I never even carried a gun until a couple of days ago.
Well, my dad used to be a cop there. Tells some pretty wild stories.
Stuff like this?
No, just normal bad stuff. Kinda like your books, Wake. I used to tease Dad that he was just like Alex Casey.
You've read me.
Oh, sure. You're a pretty good writer. A little
Don't let it go to your
heavy on
head,
the
though.
metaphors, maybe.
Nobody's ever said that before.
It's very cinematic. Is
We're
it
coming
supposed to
up
be
on the
that
power
slow?
plant. See the lit building over there?
Okay.
And that's the dam further up the river. I can't land here. I'll take her down the road across the river.
Just get me there, Sheriff.
Oh no. Watch out, Barry. As an author, I have not worked out my calf muscles enough to take impacts like that. That hurt a lot. It's sort of cramping down there now. I don't know how to describe it exactly. All right, birds. Let's do this. You and me, birds. Just you and me. Almost got him. Almost. All right. Ooh, lots of revolver ammo. So, I believe this is like Act 2. We should be now approaching the dam. I think there's like 2 more sections. Which should put us nearing 2 hours there. That's angered them. Fair enough. I don't have any flares. What a shame. Okay. And just revolver ammo. So let's see if I can take advantage of any explosive things. Almost. Come on, health. You hold out. I know you're getting hit with a lot of hammers, but you just hold out. So many hammers. Alright, last guy. Ooh, that was close. There's the explosive thing. I would have loved to take advantage of that. 1 second here. I'll be right back. I'm going to try to grab some more water, and I'll be with you momentarily. Alright, so sorry about that. Getting a little dry in here after my coffee. Here's to you. Alright. We got camera back. We are all stocked up on batteries. Ah, what a day. What a day we're having. Thank you guys for all of your time here and hanging out with me. This has been a true pleasure. Best part of my day, for sure. Into the Transformer yard. Bumblebee, what are you hiding as? Are you a small clock radio? Show yourself. Shia LaBeouf, I didn't ask for you to be here. Nobody asked for you to... No, I'm sorry, Shia. You can stay. It's fine. Alright, so am I going up and over? Looks like it. I'm sure I'm going to be ambushed on the other side. Looking forward to that. Alright, we've got a radio. Excuse me. We've got a lot of explosive canisters. I have a feeling if I'm gonna die anywhere, this is gonna be the place.
And here's a new song from a band that they always remind me of local rock legends, the old guys.
Poets of the Fall.
Why. I guess it's just
always a pleasure.
One of those things. Anyway, here's Poets of the Fall and their latest single, War.
Alright. That'll guide us through. Such heavy shelving. Really? Shameful. Okay, well there's that death we were talking about. That made it nice and easy. Predict it, get it out of the way, and move on with your life.
They always remind me of our local rock legends.
I still don't have any flares, is the problem I keep having. I keep thinking, I can just get out of it with a well-placed flare, but... nope. That'll do it. Not the shotgun. Okay. Shotgun. Why not? Really? There. Okay. Oh, I would really love another explosive canister. That'd be great. Anywhere? Anyone? Here's one. Do you want to stand right next to this for me? That'd be just great. Coffee! Delicious. Alright. Hoping that's it. Try to get restocked. That seems like about it. We got our coffee, not seeing any pages. Okay. I heard Thomas breathing. Where are you breathing, Thomas? Ah, cash right there. Alright. Sure we'll have to work our way around to it. And here we are, at the power plant proper.
Glowed in the night. It was close, but I had to find a way across.
How? How are we going to all the way around? Okay. Okay, Alan. These plans of yours, there's an awful lot of adventuring into the dark woods unaccompanied. I'm just curious. Is there a way to maybe avoid some of that? Now we have some flares, finally. That puts us in a much better position. Alright. Open. Oh, that works out. Thanks, power lines. Alright, I don't think I can crouch or do anything there. I'll just have to go around. Waiting to be ambushed around every corner now. Alright, can't go through there. Some sort of switch. Ah, lovely. And it's gone. Can I turn it back on? Yeah. Alright. Keep that in mind. Ow. That was my back. Is he running around invisible? Wow. Okay. Didn't really know that was one of your moves. Run back to the light! Sweet, sweet sanctuary of the light! Nailed him. Alright. Don't touch the zappies. Do grab the pages. These are my rules. Cynthia on her way to the... Damn!
Her way through the water pipe alone. Cynthia was angry at the writer. Foolish young man, taking unnecessary risks. And the way he broke the rules. Didn't he understand what was at stake? Since the terrible days in the 70s, she hadn't wavered once, as hard as it had been. She was tired of protecting the town all these long years, and now only wanted to rest.
Oh, Cynthia, I dearly hope you get to rest after this. I'm not entirely sure what happens to Cynthia Weaver in the grand scheme of things. She, more than most people involved, deserves a vacation. Alan also deserves a vacation, but not at this point in the timeline. He hasn't earned it yet. It's not until the end of the game where you realize, oh shoot, Alan really needs a vacation. Coffee on the other side of that fence. Make sure we grab it. This looks very dangerous. Surprise! Grab this coffee. Blind that gentleman. Ooh, so many hammers. So much sledge. Stop it. Oh. Alright. We have a scissor lift, seeming page at the top of it. Maybe we're just trying to hop the fence over there. Make sure we don't miss anything through here. And this doesn't open. Yes, alright. Going up. I really like this level. This is one of my favorites. Is it hammer time? It certainly seems to be. Sledgehammer time, and I'm not even wearing the right pants for it.
The story
Wake's
I had written in
plan.
the cabin had come true. Touched by the dark presence, I had written a horror story, but the end was still missing. The story was incomplete, and the last unfinished page of the manuscript still sat in the typewriter in the cabin study. If I could get back there, if I could read the page, then I could write my own ending to this story and save Alice.
So that's sort of the physical representation of our goal here. There is a single typewriter page still in the typewriter that is not finished, and he doesn't know what it says because it's still trapped in the whatever bird leg cabin is. I don't know if it's a dimensional pocket or a physical place that we teleport to. I'm not sure. But somewhere apart from this world, inside that dark place, is a single typewriter page that the story will need in order to be complete. And it is not yet. Lieutenant William T.G. Randall Memorial Bridge. This bridge has been designated as a memorial in honor and in recognition of Lieutenant William T.G. Randall, 1919 to 1981, a World War II prisoner of war and recipient of the Distinguished Service Cross. He died of injuries received during his successful rescue of 2 children from a burning car crashed at this location. In 1981.
I couldn't get across until I found a way to turn the bridge.
I don't think I've heard of him before, but that's interesting. Alright, turn the bridge. After we check all these cars for goodies. Goodies? Where are you? Oh, you've crashed into a school bus and set it ablaze. That's probably safe. I'm sure the kids were safe.
The rotating bridge was open. I had to find a way to close it.
Oh, you got a splinter out. I'm so sorry. That sounds dreadful. I'm glad, though, is what I mean to say. Oh, you got it out? I'm so sorry. I wish that you would keep being in pain. Hooray. Alright, bridge controls. No more revolver ammo. But yes to batteries and flares. Alright, bridge is moving. Slowly, taking its sweet, sweet time. This is also a very Control-esque set piece. There's a couple of these turntables you need to deal with in Control.
More birds.
Oh, anything but the birds. Just barely keeping them off. Oh, so close. Got him. Should be the last batch. Trying to make it off this side of the bridge before it closes. Ooh, just barely. Alright, got them too. I've not seen any coffee on the bridge itself. Not entirely sure about that truck, but let's move on. You've broken it. That's why it won't stop spinning. I see now.
Are we men dreaming of being butterflies? Or is the dream of being men?
It's always the one that's a little hard to hear with the bridge a-scraping in the back.
And yet, some of us can find concrete proof of the nature of our existence in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, an absence of creativity.
Hello, Martha. What did you
I love this one. It's one of my favorites.
Thank God you're here. Please, it's in the basement.
Good to see you too, Bridge.
Martha. Oh, that's amazing. Isn't it just? I found it here this morning. It's like it isn't there, but oh, I can't look straight at it.
But, oh!
I'm sorry.
How did you get here?
Well, I'm trying to work.
Did you put this thing here?
To be more precise, I put everything here but that.
Really? But what is it?
Oh, I guess the temptation is to call it a hole, but it's really an absence, a profound lack of reality.
In Martha's basement?
Yes, I was doing so well, too. I came up with 2 old ladies and put something really weird in the basement. It was a great start, but I'm completely blocked now. I can't imagine what I was up to.
Well, surely it's just an ordinary basement.
Is it? Why did you call your friend here then?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, well.
Couldn't you just ignore it?
Oh, no, I couldn't do that. It would probably turn into a plot hole. Might be.
Can't have that.
Could sink the whole enterprise.
Oh my.
Listen, ladies, not to be rude, but I'm really not at all sure where I'm going with this, and you're just not helping. You should just go back upstairs for a cup of coffee while I try to figure out what I'm up to.
Well, if you think that's best.
Maybe I should just stop here. Is that too moronic?
This is my favorite part.
Is that too moronic?
Is it too moronic indeed?
It's a fine line between the stupid and the sublime. Night Springs.
I love that one. It's like the writer speaking to you directly. Like, I came up with all this cool stuff and all these cool ideas, and, you know, some of it, I don't know. I don't know what it's there for. If we're not careful, it's gonna be a plot hole, so just don't pay attention to it that much. I love it so much. Okay, are you, providing light for me to stay protected? That's great. I would love to do that. Thanks for this light. For me to stay protected in. Ouch. Not today. Thanks, though. Appreciate you. Watch out for birds! Barry, no! Alright, just have to get to that light. One more flare ought to do it. Ooh. Alright. There was some paint on one of these rocks. Where's that leading? Oh, they're all back. Maybe not the time. Try to pick some of these guys off in the light before we go exploring. So many guys. It really doesn't help that they turn invisible when they disappear. Yeah, that ought to do it. I got an achievement called What Light Through Yonder Window. Very appropriate. Finally, I think. Alright. Where's my cash? Dollar bills, y'all. No, it's mostly just batteries, but same thing, really. Oh, I'm hearing all manner of noises. Getting paranoid in the deep woods. Do you have a flair for the theatrical? Windy again. I don't like that. There you guys go. Ah, not the right weapon. What a waste. But I'll take it. Okay.
I recognize the logo on the power plant sign.
We've
A version
arrived.
of it painted all over the area, signifying hidden caches of supplies.
Trust no one. Nothing to grab, seemingly. I guess we're going right inside. Cynthia? May I trouble you?
Miss Weaver, Cynthia, I'm a friend.
Prove it!
You knew Zane, Thomas Zane. You're the Lady of the Light in the song. You can help me.
I know everything. You're not crazy, Cynthia. Embrace me. We are friends.
Young man, I've been waiting a very long time for you.
I know, I'm sorry. And I love you, Cynthia.
It's in the well-lit room.
Excuse me?
What you'll need to drive the darkness back. The well-lit room is at the dam. I built the room to keep it safe.
Watch your language, Cynthia.
Will it help me find Alice? Will it get me back to the cabin? Fine, let's go. I can get my friends to come back with the helicopter.
Oh, we won't go outside. Never at night. That's rule number 1. You've been breaking the rules, young man, and where has that gotten us,
I have. She's right. Here's the photo-reflective paint.
Something was damaged at the transformer yard. It's draining all the reserve power. Without it, the pipe will go dark. The power to the yard must be cut.
Let me guess. You want me
Okay.
to do it?
Young man, you're the one who likes to break the rules.
Oh, it's true. That is me.
Hide in the dark. The kill switch is outside.
Alright, I'll go kill the switch, and then maybe you and I could grab a little meal together? I'm just saying. It doesn't have to be anything official. We don't have to put a label on it, Cynthia. We could just grab a meal together, you and I. Does that say good father, bad father? What an interesting novel.
I have been preparing.
I'm curious.
These times, the dark tides. You have found my caches, haven't you? You can see the signs.
I have.
Few people can.
I'm very
Yes,
grateful for
please,
your assistance.
Take what you need. This is all for you, for the likes of us. We do Tom's
Alright, so I
work
think we'll
together.
head that way once I have the power shut
The switch is on
off.
the wall facing the shore.
I'll be back, Cynthia. Thank you for the directions. Thank you for opening the gate for me. And I'll see you soon. Alright. Back into the danger zone. There it is. Alright. Thank you for taking yourselves out. Really appreciate that. Did you just pick me? Right in the axe.
Weaver had sent me to cut the power to the transformer.
Is there anything on the shore?
I was willing to do grunt work for her to get her to help me. I hoped Weaver was dependable. I'd stumbled into this crazy world a little over a week ago. She had been living this insanity for decades.
All alone, no less. Very, very alone. Cynthia's my hero. Okay, heading the right way. Expecting ambush at every turn. Poltergeists? No? Rule number 1, never go out at night. Ooh. Can actually see in there now. I'm not sure if you could before. Must have been able to.
I could see the kill switch that would cut the power to the transformer yard. Now I had to find a way to reach it.
Well, sure. I guess we just need all 3 out, effectively. To be operated by authorized personnel only.
If I could figure out the gates, I could use them to get to the kill switch.
All right. Is that it? I was expecting to have to fiddle with it a little more, but let's try it. Don't you attack me. I'm gonna lose my balance if you attack me. Rule number 2, keep the lights on. Can pyramid? Extra ammo, that can't be good. That can't mean good things are on the way. Alright, power's off. We just have to make it back to Cynthia. Hello there, so nice to see you. Welcome, welcome.
The transformer yard went dark and dead. Weaver's water pipe passage should now be
We've done it. Now just don't die on the way back, and it'll all be good. No, thank you. All right. Hello, sir. I appreciate you wearing that hard hat. We have a poltergate. Get out of here. And Chainsaw Man. Hi, Chainsaw Man. Did you bring friends? Or is it just you and the saw? Alright, he's still out there. His shield is gone. Got him. Alright, Cynthia, warm up the cocos. I'm on my way. Unless you prefer cold cocos, in which case you're just gonna have to deal with the fact that that makes me think less of you, but it's still delicious. It's not a problem. Hey. Ah, that feels safe. You really have this figured out.
This way, young man. Follow me. Come, come. The pipe's empty now. We're ready to go.
Alright.
This way. We need to go. I knew them both, Tom and Barbara. I had such a crush on him. Such a beautiful man.
Oh, stop it. I'm blushing.
Jealous.
Change the bulbs.
Maybe
For
a little
goodness
glad when
sake.
she had the accident. And then Tom started writing and woke the darkness up. He tried to bring her back, but you can't do that. There are no free
Darkness
rides
wears her
I'm
face.
starting to realize that.
in that case, young man, perhaps you're a smarter man than Tom was.
Trying to be.
Which looked like her, but it wasn't. Barbara was sweet. He didn't understand until it was too late. He tried to undo it, wrote himself, her, everything he'd ever written out of the world. Oh, he was so famous. And afterward, no one knew. Oh, Tom. He left only one thing behind in my care, in case it happened again. Insurance.
His hamster.
He trusted me.
Lord
Or
Reginald.
perhaps used me a little. Tom knew how I felt. Knew I wouldn't refuse him.
Curse
I
you,
built one with
Thomasine.
Put it there. It's been waiting for
It's been a long time, Cynthia. I can see how you'd feel that way.
story you have written, and none of us will survive to see the end of it if the darkness isn't stopped. She'll twist the story to her own dark ends.
How do you know all this?
Tom, that's the way he wrote it. He still talks to me, you know, on television, from beyond, from below. We have both been touched by the darkness, young man. He saved us both with light, but the darkness stays with you. Leaves a stain.
Peter would never flash without being asked. Should we ask then?
Okay, I need to call my friends, tell them where we're going.
Hello? Al!
Barry, we're headed to the dam in one of the pipes. Meet us there.
Okay, I'll tell Sarah.
It's Sarah now?
Whoa!
Not hot chick. Barry's finally learned.
Barry! Barry!
That sounded explosive.
We
You
gotta
guys
go see if they're
alive?
okay.
They're probably dead. You must reach the well-lit room.
We're so close to our goal here.
That's my best friend.
If we were to get out of the pipe now, well, what a shame it would be. Okay, we're climbing out. We're climbing out of the pipe. That's fine.
I'll use the pipe. I'll meet you at the dam.
Obviously, Barry and Sarah are more important. I'll be right back, Cynthia. Friendship is magic. Don't forget. Act
At least I
3.
didn't have to worry about her. She knew how to stay safe.
Pages. Pages everywhere I look. I can't wait to read them. It's so rocky. I'm gonna skin my knees. I know it. The well-lit room. So Cynthia is currently traveling in an illuminated pipe to that destination. I now need to walk to it above ground and try to meet her there while rescuing Sarah and Barry. Sounds like a time and a half.
Sarah was almost starting to relax. Maybe they could turn this into a win yet. Suddenly, there was a piercing sound, like a table saw gone wild, as 100 birds made out of shadows swarmed into the rotor.
Intentionally.
They bucked wildly and the board lit up, telling her what she already knew. They were going down. Barry Wheeler screamed next to her.
She was sure that it was Barry, because no one else was in the helicopter with her, but it sure sounded like an 11-year-old child. Just the pitch of it. Barry? That red better not be your coat smoking. I'm gonna be upset. This heavy-duty lantern really fries the birds. Big fan. Alright, 2 down, 1 left. 3 down, 1 left. Always 1 left, no matter how many you take down. That's the rule. Just gotta make it around to the helicopter here. Try not to miss any little side paths. More birds, really? At a time like this, really? I can walk along that log there, but I'm not seeing any reason to. Anything to pick up. Alright, I think that's it in terms of birds. Moving on. Just carefully walk across there. Ooh. More birds every time. He's trying to make a fool out of me and my predictions, I see. So many birds. That's the first time I've actually gotten into a low health state from bird attacks. Goodness me. Alright, here's the helicopter. Any survivors? How puffy was that coat again? Well, their mangled corpses are not inside. As far as I could
tell, the wreck was empty.
That's a good sign. Barry? Can you swim? Can you at least dog paddle? No? Why am I German? Nobody knows. The well-lit room. This way. Hoping that my friends are alive. Just one more corner will tell me.
Barry!
Better hurry. Hey!
Hang in there, I'm coming!
Allow me.
Hey, did you see that?
Oh, we're weeding them out. We're getting there.
No, you don't. Right there.
Okay.
We were
Hey.
ready to make like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Oh, don't go out in a blaze of glory. I'm here to save you.
Thanks for asking.
I knew you'd be all right.
Something up here.
The flaming eye of Mordor?
Laugh it up, funny man. Didn't we have somewhere to go?
Weaver will meet us at the dam.
Alright. Ooh. I didn't even know a hunting rifle could fit in here. That's fantastic. might want to check up there one more time, actually. I jumped off a little too soon. There's a little bit more of a pathway up there. I should make sure there isn't a page on it. Maybe I can get around this way, though. I think that's leading to the same one. Yeah, should be fine. Alright. I'll reload that. So, headed up there, further towards the dam, which is looking gorgeous. Is there anywhere I missed? I think that's the path I came up. We fought here, blah blah blah. Should be alright. Thanks for waiting, guys.
When you spend most of your night running uphill while the crazy bunch of demon hicks try to take your head off with an axe, you know your helicopter crash landed in Night Springs.
It's getting pretty good at it.
Oh, I can't take much more of this.
No, but we're almost there, Barry. Look,
This is a bad
that's the
idea.
dam.
I know we're gonna
That's where we're
regret
going.
this.
You can see it. It dominates our vision even now.
I should have kept that gym
You
membership.
see those lights? That's the elevator we need to take.
Mm-hmm. Let's get up there.
What the hell is that thing? It's everywhere!
Oh crap, there's more than one of them!
Nothing moves like that. It's impossible.
That's highly unlikely, sure.
There! No, there! Ow, they're all over the place!
How many of them are there? Where'd that one go?
Ah, this can't be happening!
Oh, he'll be back. Don't worry. They're always back. Alright.
Was that it? Are we safe?
No,
That was...
not at all.
I think
Why would you ask that, Barry? You've jinxed us.
Hey, ow, I got a bad feeling.
Let's keep our eyes open.
Checkpoint. The Taken are filled with darkness. I've got that impression.
Wait, call the elevator. I'm keeping watch.
I think I hear something moving around.
Alright. We got a ton of these. I'm going to go ahead and equip that and try to remember that I have it equipped here for the big ambush. Try to get this over with quickly. A bad feeling? I've had a bad feeling about everything this entire game. Or a great feeling. Alright.
They're coming. We
Phase
have to
2.
hold them off. Ah! No! Keep shooting!
Oh no! Oh
Hitting her! Hitting her!
I swear this is the slowest elevator in the world!
Almost got him. Alright. Whew. There is a coffee here, I'm finally noticing.
Wait, just hold on.
Burning that. Coffee, coffee, coffee.
Let's go!
Alright. It's time. Thanks, Barry. Al, please, you'll get us all killed. Get in the elevator, man.
We're almost there. There's an
They just
entrance
want
into
warm
the dam at the
hugs.
top. What's the plan, Wade?
Well, Weaver's crazy, but she's got something Zane left behind.
Something to fix this.
Gee, could you be a little more vague?
Yeah, I could try.
Thomas Zane?
Oh, you were
Seriously?
sarcastic. I
Might as
see
well
now.
be Paul Bunyan or Bigfoot.
Yeah, well, he was real.
As Cynthia said, Thomas Zane, we know, existed in the 70s, back when the island did exist in Cauldron Lake. Bird Leg Isle, or whatever it's called. Diver's Isle. Bird Leg Cabin. Zane did exist. Zane was a poet. He was very popular. His writing was very popular and well known. But as part of the deal he had to do to put Barbara Jagger back asleep, he had to remove all traces of himself and Barbara from the world, so nobody knows, except for Cynthia, because she was touched by the darkness in the same way Alan was. Sarah does not know that Thomas Zane exists. I just mentioned him, and she's like, well, yeah, why don't we just look for Bigfoot? Like he's a local urban legend, but...
Oh, jeez, I hate this.
Alright, almost there.
Okay, wait.
One more
There's a
level
button
and we're
over
at the
there that
dam.
opens the door.
Do you guys want to stick together, or should we... You gonna... Okay. I'll hold it.
I think something's broken. Hold the button down so we can get in.
Oh, I broke it. I held it down too hard. Oh no! Oh, well...
We can get to the dam through here. What's happening out there?
Nothing
You
good.
guys go ahead and find Weaver. She should
Nothing
be in the
good
dam
is
now.
happening out
I'll
here.
have to make it alone through the top.
Okay, wait. Good luck. Don't get yourself killed.
I'll try, thank you.
Be careful.
I don't think I've ever noticed this little staircase here before. That would be nice to take instead of the elevator. Could we? Nope.
Kidding.
Definitely don't get to take the nice, safe, well-lit staircase. That'd be crazy. Alright. Headed uphill. Whew.
Down, boy.
I love that. We are almost to the end here. Thank you guys so much for bearing with me. This is one of my favorite episodes. Zane's shoebox.
Thomas Zane knew he had to remove all that had made this horror possible, including himself. That was the only way to banish the dark presence he had unleashed and now looked at him through the eyes of his dead love. But he also knew that despite his best efforts, it might someday return. So even as he wrote himself and his work out of existence, he added a loophole as insurance, an exception to the rule.
I love
Everything
this.
stored in a shoebox would remain.
I'll be right back. 1 second here. Oh, hey. How are you guys doing? I'm awfully sorry to leave you here all alone. How awkward and strange. Alright. Nearing the top. Just have to keep his tiny little meat body intact. Oh, stitch it together with corduroy and leather elbow patches until he can make it through. Oh, I missed you guys terribly. What a coincidence. Yes, that was your official flash. That was it. I hope you're happy. No, I'm very disappointed, actually. Damn. Let's get out of here. Birds. Birds everywhere I look. Oh, goodness me, so many birds. Yeah. Love this lantern. Alright. Only one option. And it's right up there. However, curious if there's anything scattered around. Nope. Curiosity has come to nothing. Bootless is the curiosity of man. Whoop. Up we go. So many evil birds, yes. This is a really cool set piece. I like this part.
Fishing can be a hobby or a job.
Okay, if you say so, I'm just gonna grab this and yeah. Love that thing. Boing, boing. Oh, somebody's over here. I heard that noise. Oh no. Oh good. Whew. I wasn't sure if it was going to catch that guy in time. Goodbye. Do you guys remember that horrible dream we had?
Go no further.
About the lighthouse? It's starting to seem a little familiar.
Stop now.
I will not. You've opened my path and I'm taking it. Yeah. Awfully familiar to that lighthouse dream. Alright. Oh. Doink. She is really trying to kill me now. She does not care about my skill as a creative professional. She just wants me dead. It's always time to grab a little caffeination, though. Ah! Okay. Almost there. Did you throw a car at me? How dare you? How dare you, madam? Hey, Barry! Ah! All my patches. Patches don't protect me from debris. We made it. Cynthia, I could kiss you. Would you like to? Would you like to kiss? I'm not going to force you. I would never. But the offer stands if it's ever of interest.
Chance to take. Don't worry about the noise. We're safe here. I have looked after the well-lit room for many, many years.
Peaceful.
There is no shadow in the well-lit room.
Thanks for being here, Barry.
Fail-safe, and all the bulbs are numbered and changed regularly based on their make and model.
Right.
Don't you use that sarcastic tone with Cynthia. She's saving our ass. Our collective ass, yours and mine, merged into one singular entity, Barry.
There's an old army base at Rain
She's
Hill,
saving it.
north of here. It was
active during the Second World War. They operated here back then. They must have built this.
Yes, they did. It's my place now.
This always gives me such a thrill. I love this part. This ending particularly. But then it means I have to leave you, and I don't want to do that. Maybe we could just stand here and keep making stupid comments and jokes until, I don't know, like 5 p.m. Because I'm so lonely and sad. Alright, we'll finish it. Fine. Fine.
Take it, and I won't need to worry about the room anymore, because 6 and 33 and 118 need changing soon, and I don't want to climb up the ladder to change them because it's very late, and I'm tired. And if you take it, I won't have to do that anymore.
The page was autobiographical, a memory from my childhood. But I didn't write this. It was a page written by Thomas Zane. None of them were supposed to exist anymore.
Alan, 7 years old, would fight sleep to the bitter end. When he did sleep, he soon woke up, screaming, the nightmares fresh in his mind. One evening, his mother, sitting by his bed, offered him an old light switch. She called it the clicker, and flicking the switch would turn on a magical light that would drive the beast away. To imbue the talisman with all possible power, she added that it had been given to her by Alan's father. Alan never knew him, and anything of his took on mythical proportions in his mind. With the clicker firmly in his hand, Alan finally slept like a baby. Now, almost 30 years later, Alan thought of this as he stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, the clicker in his hand. He took a deep breath and jumped.
My mind swirled. I'd given the clicker to Alice, yet it was here. Zane had written it into existence, in a story I had written. I can get to her now. I can finish this.
It's time. Love that episode. Love this reveal. Love the clicker. Love everything about it. Ah. So, the moment you've all been waiting for, my big spiel, which I make every time, about Thomas Zane and Alan Wake. We know that Thomas existed in the 70s. He was working with Emil Hartman, a younger Emil Hartman, to figure out and begin to manifest the power of Cauldron Lake. They were on to something. They knew that the things that Thomas Zane wrote, as long as he wrote them truly, you know, he included all the necessary elements of a story, as long as he wrote them well enough, they would start to come true, or he could at least manipulate aspects of reality. So then obviously when Barbara Jagger died, and he said, I don't want to have anything to do with this anymore, Emil convinced him to try to bring her back. And when he brought her back, she came back wrong. She came back as Baba Yaga instead of Barbara Jagger. And there is some darkness, a dark presence inside of her that has come from the other side, from something we don't understand, a dimension beyond our own. So that did happen in the 70s. I don't think that that event is something Alan wrote. I think that all happened before Alan was born. However, as part of that event, Thomas Zane wrote himself out of existence. Him, Barbara, all of his stories, all of his work ceased to exist. And anyone who wasn't touched by the darkness, this would be true for. So Sarah and Barry and everybody else has no idea who Thomas Zane is, or would be. I've been touched by the darkness, and I saw Thomas Zane's books inside Birdleg Cabin at the start of all of this. So I know that Thomas Zane exists, and his books were already in existence before I came to the cabin. But inside this well-lit room, Alan finds a page, an autobiographical page of his childhood that originates the clicker story. Him being scared, his mother giving him the clicker to remove that fear, is the story that he told Alice back in New York a year ago or 2 years ago or whatever it is. And I'm never quite sure. That's why I call it an Ouroboros, a snake eating its own tail, because like Thomas wrote Alan into existence and then wrote himself out of existence. Alan rewrote Thomas back into existence. And so anything he wrote then becomes real again. So it's like, who was the original author? Did Thomas invent Alan? Is Alan part of Thomas's plan to ensure the darkness doesn't get out, like a plan B? We're gonna erase everything we did. Everyone will forget their memories of us. We're gonna go away forever. That will also seal the darkness away, but we cannot guarantee that the darkness won't get out. And so, ... Or is it all Alan? Alan could have completely originated the entire idea of Thomas Zane, and since he can affect reality, he can affect reality at any point in time. So he could have written all the way back in the 70s that Thomas Zane did all those things in order to put himself in this position. And it's always been unclear to me which one came first. It's like such a cool little switch. Yes, I'm rambling and ranting about my conspiracy theories. I'm so sorry. It's that part of the game again. So I particularly love that page because it brings so much mystery to it. The autobiographical scene from his childhood leads me to wonder how much of Alan is real and how much of it is Thomas Zane's plan. But is any of Thomas Zane's plan just Alan's plan in disguise? It's like there's no real telling. And we know that all of those plans failed spectacularly, and he continued to be trapped for 10 years, even after all of this. But we're getting ahead of ourselves now. I'm so sorry. So, an hour and, or 2 hours and 13 minutes, it looks like. 23 minutes, even. Thank you for hanging on so long with me there. That's a bit of a long episode, but we got through it. There is one more big finale episode with me and the clicker back in Cauldron Lake. And then I believe there's 2 little DLC sections as well that I can't forget. So, hopefully very, very soon we'll have time to launch back into it. Figure out the rest of our ranty conspiracy nonsense. It is so, so nice to spend a little time with you guys here. Thank you for your attention, and I hope you're having a lovely Sunday. I'm going to go see if I can get more coffee and perhaps something to eat. And then it's editing time. Oh goodness, so much recording and editing. I love you all. Thank you for being here. See you again soon.